All right, guys, I think everyone's here, so we'll get started. I'm Shar. I am the COVID-19 coordinator here at St. Ed's. I am an alum of St. Ed's and definitely been here trying to give you guys the best possible experience for this year. I just want to go over a couple things with you guys, and then I'll give it up to you guys to ask questions. We have, everyone should have filled out their Topper Safe badge today. Right now, we are only offering a yellow and a red option. We also have a green option, but while Austin is in stage 5, we will not have the green option. Green means that you can be on campus without a mask. Yellow is wearing a mask while you're on campus, and then red is staying where you are and isolating and quarantining in place. So you'll do that anytime you access campus. So if you live off campus, you can just kind of do it once you park and as you're walking to your classes. If you're on campus, you should just do it every day. Some of the other expectations for the semester for everyone is that if you are in the middle of your shot series or have submitted an exemption, you will continue to do the baseline testing and the symptomatic surveillance testing over at the huddle. So if you live off campus, you'll do that once a week. If you live on campus, you'll do it twice a week, and that will be every week till you either have an approved vaccination record or throughout the semester if you've submitted an exemption. There is plenty of resources out there that we have for you guys if you do end up having to quarantine or isolate. We offer everything from food. If you're an on-campus resident, we do a food delivery service. We also offer trash and laundry for those students that live on campus. If you're living off campus, we have plenty of resources to help you try and get access to food if you need financial help, if you have issues with your housing, really anything. And we walk you through all of that anytime that you red badge or you notify us that you have that you need to quarantine or isolate, or you have questions about that because you've been in contact with somebody or you've tested positive or you're showing symptoms. I think that's the basics. I'll turn it over. There's already some questions coming in. The first question is, will there be an option for students to attend classes remotely, even if the class is in person? So those are done on a case-by-case basis, and you should work with your academic success coach, and they will work with some other individuals in the career services area. If that is something that you really are concerned about, you can shoot me an email and we can get that figured out. Another question is, if I need to report exposure or symptoms, how would I go about doing that? So we have a lot of different ways you can do that. You can do it through your badging system. You can do it through, there is a COVID form through the Dean of Students office that we could give you the link for that as well. You can drop the Dean of Students office an email or give us a call. There's a lot of different ways that we get a hold of people, and people tell us they've been exposed or are symptomatic. And sometimes too, like, you guys don't know what to do, and that's where we can help you kind of figure out, do you need to isolate? Do you need to quarantine? And kind of what that looks like for you. The next question, will we be able to decide on dropping classes if they become virtual? Again, I would reach out to your success coaches. I know the professors and the faculty are really working to put everything in their syllabi. So I would reference everything in the syllabi in terms of questions you have about virtual options. I do know right now, while Austin is in stage 5, there is the option to have one virtual class a week. But again, all of that criteria should be laid out clearly. And I'll tell you this too, that the faculty are not able to just like go virtual. It's done on a basis of every case is looked at differently. depending on the circumstances, and the faculty don't make that decision. That comes from the dean and the provost and a group kind of working to determine what is best, not only for the students, right, but also for the faculty. So it's definitely not something that we want to do. We've really worked hard to provide in-person classes, and we really are doing our best to avoid going virtual. That is not our goal. That's not our plan. We really will do our best to avoid that. Next question. If everything goes back online, will we still be able to live on campus, or will we have to move out if it comes to it, still pay for campus housing? So just like last year, students were living on campus and went virtual, so that you wouldn't lose your housing because we're not in person. Again, though, I want to emphasize, like, we are avoiding that at all costs. We do not want to go virtual. We want to keep you guys learning in the classroom. We want to keep as many in-person activities. It's why we've added the masking back, but also why we've asked for the vaccination records. Right now, we're sitting just under 80% vaccinated, so we're in a really good place that would lead us to believe that there may be lower cases on campus. But also, I will say, last year we did not have a single case of transmission in the classroom or from the community. So everything was brought in from outside the community. If you guys have more questions, you guys can ask your orientation leaders, and they can type them in the chat, and I'm happy to answer them. That's all I have at this moment. Any other questions? No, everybody's good? Okay, so if you guys have questions that you don't want to ask in front of the group, that's fine. You can shoot me an email or call the Dean of Students office. I'm happy to answer and give you